Hello? This is Jenny Wilson, right?
Huh? Who is... You're Caroline Henderson, right?
I didn't think I would land in the same section as you. I mean, what are the chances? We applied for the company at the same time and had our interview on the same day. Is this the fate of the gods? What's God thinking?
Right, but what do you mean by that? We started our positions at the company just yesterday. I think that was the first time we met face to face.
You probably didn't know this, but your husband? He's my ex.
Excuse me?
Yeah, noticed the name and checked you out, and what do you know? You're married to my former husband. LOL. What are the chances? Don't you agree?
Well, he did tell me he was married once, but I didn't pursue it. I see.
Yeah. Can you believe it? LOL.
Well, no use worrying about it now. The past is the past.
Pardon me?
I'm saying it shouldn't hinder our jobs. It's a private matter. So, private and work are separate. Let's keep it that way going forward. Look forward to working together.
That's all you have to say?
Is there anything else?
Well, not really.
Okay, so that's it then. I'm in the middle of preparing dinner, so I better get going. Hey Ken, you okay to talk?
Oh, hey Jenny. I just hopped on the bus. Should be home in about 30 minutes.
That's great.
What's up? You want me to pick something up on the way?
No, got everything. I just wanted to tell you something important. Couldn't wait.
Oh yeah? What's up?
You know that company I started working for yesterday? Well, your ex-wife works there too.
Wait, what? You mean Caroline? She works there?
Yeah, she recognized my name and checked me out. I just got a line message from her.
You exchanged line IDs with her?
Yeah, I know. But we entered the company on the same day. I thought it wouldn't hurt. A coworker, after all. Until she told me. I had no idea she was your ex-wife.
Are you gonna be okay with this? I mean, working with my ex-wife and in the same section?
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it, to be honest. But it's only the second day of work, and besides, you guys got divorced, like, 3 years ago, right? So, maybe we should just see how it goes. Maybe it'll all work out.
Well, if you say so, Jenny. But don't go out of your way or anything. If you run into trouble, you make sure you tell me. Got that?
Yeah, right. Thanks, Ken.
Oh, I'm almost at my stop. Sure I don't want to pick someone up at the grocery store?
No, I'm good. See you later.
Hey, Jenny. I'm a bit busy. Could you take over this assignment I'm working on? I would really appreciate it.
Are you serious? Again?
What do you mean again? You look like you're not doing anything important, so I figured I'd give you some meaningful work. You should thank me. But I keep asking and you won't do it.
It's not my job to assign work to the staff. That's our manager's job. Besides, we're still in the temporary training phase. The work we do now will be considered, and then they'll decide whether to hire us full-time, and it'll be a factor in determining what position we'll be assigned to down the road. If you don't do the job you're assigned, there just is no purpose in doing it. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, come on, Jenny. You're such a straight arrow. LOL. I can't believe you married Ken. Boy, his taste in women has really changed. I thought he went for beautiful, outgoing women, like me.
My husband has nothing to do with any of this. Anyway, I better get going.
What? Are you serious? What about my assignment?
I finished my assignment on time, so I'm going home. That's how it works.
What, really? I have a date tonight.
I have a date, too. I'm set to meet my husband for dinner later tonight. Better get going.
I really can't believe you, Ginny. I can tell right away that you're BSing me. Ugh, forget it. I'll just ask Mindy. She'll do it for me. She has respect for her seniors. LOL.
Hey, Jenny, you back home? Sorry, I'm gonna be pretty late tonight.
Huh? Really? Why?
I just talked to my boss a while ago, and it seems he wants me to go on a business trip overseas. Starting the week after next for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah? Didn't think you'd be going on business trips anytime soon, especially overseas.
Yeah, well, I've been helping out with this overseas project for some time now, and before I knew it, I was neck deep in it. They want me there as sort of a technical advisor.
Oh, I see.
So my coworker, who's been overseas numerous times, is going to advise me on what I have to take and what documents I have to prepare. So I'm gonna be pretty late. Go ahead and have dinner without me.
Yeah. Okay, no problem.
Hey, Jenny, you back home? Sorry, I'm gonna be pretty late tonight.
Huh? Really? Why?
I just talked to my boss a while ago, and it seems he wants me to go on a business trip overseas. Starting the week after next for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah? Didn't think you'd be going on business trips anytime soon, especially overseas.
Yeah, well, I've been helping out with this overseas project for some time now, and before I knew it, I was neck deep in it. They want me there as sort of a technical advisor.
Oh, I see.
So my coworker, who's been overseas numerous times, is going to advise me on what I have to take and what documents I have to prepare. So I'm gonna be pretty late. Go ahead and have dinner without me.
Yeah. Okay, no problem.
Hello, Ginny. Been a few days. This is Carolyn, the one on a wonderful holiday overseas. Remember me? LOL.
You really have nerve, Caroline. It's been 3 days. At this rate, you're going to get fired. You do know that, don't you?
Yeah, whatever. I really don't care.
Excuse me?
I was going to quit anyway. No need for a newlywed to work anymore. LOL.
Pardon me? Does that mean you're going to marry your current boyfriend?
Yeah, sort of. I guess it's the right time to tell you who my boyfriend is.
I'm really not interested.
Just hear me out. You'll be interested after I tell you. You can bet on it. Okay, get ready. I got back together with my ex, your husband. Now your ex, and now my soon-to-be husband. LOL.
Wait, what?
After we split up, I found out that he went on to make over $200,000 a year. I was just thinking about how I could get back together with him. That's when I happened to start working in the same company and same section as you.
I see.
And after he splits with you, he'll have no problem paying you off considering how much he makes. So I figured it would be fun to steal him away from you. One day after work, I followed him and acted like I ran into him by accident. I then asked if he'd like to go to a motel for a quickie, and he jumped at the chance. I mean, who could resist, right? LOL. Hey, Jenny, can I ask you something? How does it feel to lose your husband to his ex-wife? LOL.
I'm curious, where are you vacationing?
Hawaii. We're over here on Maui at the moment. When we first got married, this is where we came on our honeymoon.
Your honeymoon was in Hawaii?
That's right. Bet you're green with envy right now. I heard you guys went on your honeymoon to a local resort. Is that true?
A local resort?
That place is like a 2-hour drive from your place. Not much of a honeymoon, LOL. Well, that's the story. He's back with me. I feel bad, but it is what it is. Who wouldn't want a husband that makes a 6-figure annual salary?
Yeah, well, just so you know, you've taken time off from the company without proper permission. Don't say I didn't tell you.
Yeah, whatever. LOL. Oh, and he said he left the divorce papers with you, so would you mind submitting them? If you don't mind. LOL. We plan to submit the proper marriage papers when we get back from Hawaii. See you later! LOL.
Hey, Ken, you free to talk? It's about your ex-wife. Seems like things are getting a bit out of hand. She just sent me a line message.
Oh, please, what now?
I'll send you what she wrote.
Okay. What the hell is this? She seems to have got everything wrong. On top of that, she likes making things up.
Yeah, so what should we do?
Or for one, she needs to get her facts straight. We have to explain to her how much trouble she's causing us with her misconceptions. I'll contact some of my relatives, and I'll contact my folks about all this. I hate to have you do this, but when she calls again, would you mind explaining all this to her? That's all her misunderstanding? I really don't want to dump this all on you, but as you know, I'm currently on a business trip, so... And besides, you're the only one who knows how to get in touch with her.
Yeah, sure thing. I'm okay with it.
Sorry to put you through all this.
Hey, Jenny, thanks for the divorce. I'm surprised you didn't put up a fight. LOL. As soon as I landed at the airport and switched on my phone, I got a message from him that the divorce went through without a hitch. So I immediately submitted the marriage papers. You know what that means, LOL.
Already?
Strike while the iron is hot. Isn't that what they say? Now I'm the happy wife of a husband with a 6-figure income. A dream come true.
Not sure how I should say this, so I'll say it straight. He's not my husband.
Excuse me?
For one, I haven't been on my honeymoon yet, and Ken said he divorced you even before he went on a honeymoon with you.
Wait, what? You didn't go on a honeymoon?
This person you got back with is Dan, right?
Yeah, so?
My husband is Ken. Dan is Ken's older brother.
Excuse me? Wait, what did you say?
My husband is your ex. Ken, that is.
Huh? Wait, what?
I heard this whole affair from Ken some time ago, but when you married Ken, you almost immediately had an affair with his brother, Dan. To make a long story short, you divorced Ken and married Dan, but you didn't get along with his folks and broke up 3 months later. I'm right so far?
Yeah, well, but you know, as long as he makes $200,000 a year, I really don't care if it's Dan or Ken. Makes no difference to me.
Yeah, I was getting to the annual income part. According to Dan's ex-wife, who he just divorced yesterday, he's the one that had a thing or two about his income. She apparently married Dan without having any knowledge of the affair and 3 months' marriage with you. She even moved in with his folks, who really abused her. On top of that, she learned that she was trying to get back together with his ex-wife, meaning you, of course. As luck would have it, she saw those divorce papers on the kitchen table and immediately submitted them. She then went to her lawyer to get advice.
Wait a second, her lawyer?
Apparently, she's getting advice on how she can get financial settlement going.
Financial settlement? How much? Hold it 1 second, would you? How about Dan's income? How much is he making really?
I heard it's 0.
0? You're not serious!
Apparently, he was living off his folks all these years. They always spoiled him. That's why we keep our distance from them. Haven't talked to them in years, to be honest. Actually, it was his wife that was making $200,000 a year. He was just living off her. What's that word? Gigolo?
Gigolo? You're not serious. You didn't tell me earlier.
Well, for one thing, I have no obligation to tell you.
Excuse me?
Maybe you didn't know, but as I said, we haven't talked to Ken's folks for a long time. Ken cut ties with them years ago. And I'm Ken's wife, which means I have no responsibility to you. so why would I even think about helping you?
What the hell is going on here? I was supposed to have married a guy with a six-figure income, for God's sake! But now I find out his income is 0? Are you kidding me?
It is what it is. So, now that you understand what's going on, I just wanted to clear things up. That's why I contacted you. I'm busy, so I better get going.
Wait, you can't leave me hanging. Help me out here, Jenny. I mean, we are co-workers, right? Give me some help here.
Coworkers? No. I believe you've already been fired. I'd give them a call to verify it.
Fired? Are you serious?
I did warn you about this. You do remember? I mean, you just joined the company. You were still on temporary status. I don't believe them for firing you.
I thought you told them I was on vacation. I told you to tell them.
What would that do? It wouldn't make it official. All right then. That's all I have to say. Goodbye, Caroline. Caroline apparently just finished paying off her own debts when she concocted this scheme of marrying her ex. She thought she had made it after years of paying off her debt, but with Dan's ex-wife demanding compensation, she's currently back where she started, heavily in debt. She got fired from her new position and was forced to take a part-time job at a local restaurant. Apparently, Dan had additional debts to pay, even before he was burdened with this extra demand. They had no other choice but to move in with his folks again and live off their good graces. Caroline demanded a divorce, but Dan would not have it. She's now stuck with abusive in-laws and a debt-ridden husband that will not work and refuses to give her a divorce.
Good morning, Mark. Hey, that day has finally come. Our wedding is tomorrow. I can't wait.
Oh, hey Beth. Yeah, finally, huh? So, how are things at home? You folks doing okay? It's been a while since you've been back.
Yeah, my folks are all excited. Mom's cooking me up my favorite food. It'll be nice.
That sounds great.
We already submitted the marriage certificate. So, although we're officially married, it's still nice to have a real wedding. Makes it legitimate, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. All the preparations are set, and all we have to do is wait, and you'll be walking down the aisle in no time.
You're making me nervous already. Well, I better get to bed. Got a long day tomorrow. Let's meet at the wedding hall tomorrow.
Yeah, no problem. I'll be there.
Let's see. This is Randy, a friend of Mark's. I'm sure you heard from Mark that I made all the arrangements for the wedding. That little surprise he talked to you about? I'll set that in motion right when you say your vows. Just so you know, this little show is gonna wow everyone there. My idea, by the way. Yes, you have a bundle of nerves. Hope it goes without a hitch. Okay, see you later. No response from you about that last message I sent you earlier. Oh well, suppose you're just busy getting ready. You know all about how this is gonna go down. I mean, Mark and went over it countless times. Okay, here I go. Let's get the show on the road. Okay, that's that. Mission accomplished. Boy, you really did a great acting job there, Beth. Her surprise, Oscar material for sure. Man, I ran in there, stopped the whole proceeding, swept you off your feet to my car waiting outside, and we took off. The performance you put on was so real, yelling and screaming at me to stop. It was totally awesome. To be honest, I actually thought it was all real for a second. But did you really have to keep up the performance in the car? I suppose you really got into character, and I understand that it's probably hard to set your mind straight again. You went so far that you ended up ripping your wedding dress. Just so you know, that was not my fault. You just overdid it with your acting. I don't want you charging me for damaging the dress or anything later on. And costs like that, I mean, I suggest you ask Mark about that. Okay, now that the plan is over, I'm gonna go into hiding until things cool down. See you later, and good luck with the rest.
Well, that prank was a piece of cake. Great planning by yours truly. Bet you were super surprised. So how'd it go? You should have seen everyone's faces. You heard about our little prank from Randy, right? It's not every day you see that kind of elaborate prank. Awesome, wasn't it? I already explained everything on my end, so it's safe to come back. Alrighty then. I better get going. Hey, Beth, you there? You even see my text? I know that prank probably really got you, but relax and come on back. All is safe now. If you don't come back in time, all the scheduling for the wedding is going to get all screwed up. Oh, I get it. That prank was a bit too much for you. You pissed off at me or something? Is that why you're not responding to my messages? Is that it? Or is this like your reverse playing a prank on me? Is that it? Come on, Beth. Women dream of such situations. It's like that famous movie. All women want to be in this kind of position at least once in their lives. This is a surprise that me and my friend Randy played on you. Something you'll remember for the rest of your life. Oh, come on, you should be overjoyed that it played out so smoothly. Well, I'm serious. Please get back here ASAP. Where the hell are you? Stop being so stubborn. You know what you just did? You didn't get here, so we had no choice but to cancel the wedding. How could you do this? I'm not going to pay a cent for the cost. You know that, right? The bill's going to you. I told all the guests that you suddenly had a change of heart and took off with Randy. That the whole thing was actually real. That's true anyway, right? I mean, I can't even get a hold of Randy for God's sake. You're still with him, aren't you? You know what, Beth? I really didn't think you're that kind of woman. I had you pegged all wrong. I was completely snookered by you. How could you do this to me? The only thing left is divorce. Yeah, that's right, divorce. You're gonna pay for this too. I mean, literally.
Mark?
Finally, I was wondering when you were gonna respond. Where the hell you been? How could you run off with Randy like that? It's supposed to be a friggin' prank, for God's sake. See, how does it feel to call me like that? I was such an idiot, I thought I was the one playing the prank.
Did Dad contact you?
Huh? Dad? What are you talking about?
I'm at the hospital now.
Pardon me? At the hospital? Why?
I was kidnapped from that wedding by that guy, Randy. He took me to some place and threw me into this dark room. He unlocked the door, and I wasn't able to get out.
All you had to do was send me a message on your phone. Did you even think about that?
My phone is at the wedding hall! I can't very well carry it while I said my vows.
Excuse me, at the wedding hall?
I was finally able to get it back like 5 minutes ago. As a result, I wasn't able to see the messages that you and Randy sent to me. I never saw those messages. I had the fingerprint lock on it, so I wasn't able to get someone to check the messages either. And there seems to have been a total lack of communication between you and Randy. I'm sure you can comprehend the current situation, right?
The current situation? Well, what do you mean?
I'm saying all this time I wasn't able to get help from anybody. I was completely helpless.
You serious? But I was only trying to...
I later learned that I was locked up in a warehouse. It just so happened that a security guard was making his rounds and happened to find me passed out on the floor. I was taken to the hospital by ambulance. All I had were some scratches and bruises, but I did hit my head in that dark room. So I'll be staying overnight here just in case.
Which hospital are you staying at?
Do you really think I'm going to tell you?
Of course I want you to tell me. What are you talking about? I'm your husband, for God's sake. I'm concerned for the well-being of my wife. We also have to talk about the wedding. We have to reschedule it, right? We have to explain the whole situation to everyone. Clear any misconceptions.
Wait. You're not seriously thinking about rescheduling the wedding, are you?
Of course I am. This time we'll do it right. No more silly pranks. I do it all different. I'll think of some kind of surprise that you really appreciate. Of course, any surprise will be totally risk-free. I give you my word. I'll think this through, I swear.
No thanks. I've had enough. I want a divorce.
Oh, you're not serious. Come on, Beth, it was just a joke. Hey, Beth, I know you're seeing this. Pick up. Why the hell did you hire a lawyer? I went to my dad's place after the conversation with you, and he told me to never come back home again. And then today, a lawyer you hired came to my place. What the heck is going on here, Beth? He's demanding that I pay damages to you, and that I have to pay for the entire wedding. Seriously? What the hell is this, Beth? We're married. I'm married like a month. You can't do this. And you went ahead and canceled our honeymoon too? What's gotten into you, Beth? You were looking forward to that trip. What's going on in that head of yours?
What's going on? I want to ask you the same thing, Mark. Well, what's going on in my head right now is that, well, put it simply, divorce.
Wait, what?
Do you even realize the sheer terror I went through with your demented prank? I get the feeling you have not an inkling of care for what you did, or what emotional distress you caused me.
Come on, Beth, it was a wedding prank. A surprise, and a pretty cool one at that. All I did was think up the most elaborate prank I could play on you. Something that you'd remember for the rest of your life. I know maybe it was a little wild, but I bet you won't forget it anytime soon. Am I right?
You call that prank a little wild? Your little wild prank ruined the entire wedding! Not to mention our marriage!
That's because you didn't come back right away.
No, did you not hear the part where I said I was locked in a warehouse? Are you really that daft, Mark? Oh yeah, didn't I also say I had no way of communicating? On top of that, you canceled the wedding and said that I actually did run off with Randy. You made me out to be a total tramp. I'm also thinking of suing you for defamation.
Oh, hold it a second. Wait, what?
I want a divorce now. Not tomorrow or next week. Now! I don't want anything to do with you. Just being around you is trauma for me. Am I getting through to you, Mark? Please, I don't ever want to see you again.
But I was only trying to make the wedding something unforgettable, something we could talk about for years to come. Hey, Beth, what the hell's going on? I just learned that both me and Randy, we just got fired from our jobs. Is this all you're doing?
Please, Mark, not again.
What do you mean, not again? This is serious business. This is our livelihood you're talking about. How are we supposed to pay you for damages and the cost of the wedding if we don't have jobs? You tell me, Beth. Lose my job and all payment stops. You're just making it worse for you.
I'm sure you already heard where I was locked up after Randy kidnapped me from the wedding.
Pardon me?
That warehouse is owned by your company. The company that you and Randy work at. You used a company warehouse for your treacherous little prank. Do you really think that the company would simply look the other way? Do you guys really think you guys can keep your jobs after dragging the company into this, frankly, dangerous prank?
But we were on...
Anyways, you're barking up the wrong tree. I had nothing to do with you guys getting fired. The company made the decision all on their own.
Then maybe you can talk to them, you know? Get them to forget the whole thing, that you aren't gonna press charges or anything. That we didn't mean any harm.
Are you really asking me to help you?
Yeah, it's the least you could do for your husband.
Our divorce has already gone through, so I really don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, hold it. What did you just say?
I was just getting to that. My lawyer submitted the divorce papers with your signature on it, so it's done. We already submitted all the papers at City Hall. It's all over. Kaput.
You already submitted them.
That's right. Sooner the better, right? About the damages I was demanding, your folks paid the entire amount today. They said you'll be paying them back for it. Same with Randy. I just checked my bank account. He deposited the entire amount I was demanding. I got all I was asking for. Why stay married, right?
But so soon? Couldn't you have waited? I mean, we loved each other all these years. How could you just drop it like that? It just seems so unexpected.
You brought this all on yourself with that stupid prank. I thought you had more common sense, Mark. And please, did we really love each other like you said?
Beth, come on, let's give this one more chance. What do you say? I'll think of a real interesting surprise for you this time. The safe kind, I swear.
Are you still talking about surprises? What's this weird obsession with surprises, Mark? It's kind of creepy, to be honest.
But the reason why you went through with the divorce is because you didn't appreciate my prank, right?
Pardon me?
So, please give me another chance.
I don't understand you, Mark. Your goofy thought process really bewilders me.
Beth, please.
Goodbye forever, Mark. That guy. He couldn't figure out what he did wrong to the very end. I keep asking myself why I even fell for this guy. And however short, marrying that idiot. Considering the way that guy thinks, I was worried he would come barging into our house, demanding to talk to me. So, my parents and I decided to move to a neighboring town, some distance away from Mark. And what do you know? Just as I had foreseen, Randy and Mark came banging on my door late one night. They apparently thought we were still living there, and made quite a scene in front of the house. I guess they figured all would be resumed once I got back together with him, and probably thought that they could get their jobs back as well. But all they did was get arrested by the police for disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. Luckily, we weren't there anymore. Now, both of them had criminal records, and their prospects for a decent job went straight down the drain. The decision to move out and start a new life with my family was the best decision I made. I work remote, so there's no particular job position I'm tied to, so I'm sure they will never locate me again. No more silly pranks for me.